Okay, it's Saturday, March 7th. This is your regular general weather that I look ahead, and I will look ahead all the way into April and give you an idea of what's going to happen. Um, Again, I don't see any huge snowstorms at all, but I do see chances of snow at least into around the middle of the month. There's going to be a warm up next week, and we'll go through that. And then there's going to be cold air coming in, and that's really the only chance I see that there's going to be snow. This is tomorrow morning around 7 o'clock. You can see temperatures have dropped down into the low to mid 20s. A few areas are sticking around 30 out here by Pittsburgh, but overall, everybody's below freezing tomorrow morning. So keep that part in mind to dress up warm. Okay, so now Sunday, we're starting to warm up. And if you look down here, you'll see some yellows, which means temperatures are in the upper 50s to near 60. That'll be moving north. But on Sunday, it'll be 40s, higher elevations into the north and southeastern Pennsylvania, Jersey, and Delaware. You get into the low 50s tomorrow, so it begins to warm up a little bit. Northern New Jersey, you're in the upper 40s. Maybe you get to 50, but it's going to be pretty close for that. Now, here's Monday. Now look at all the yellows. They've come further north. Mid to upper 50s. I wouldn't doubt you see a few 60s in South Jersey and Delaware. Even out by Pittsburgh, you're in the upper 50s. Central Pennsylvania, you get into the upper 50s. Allentown, Reading, mid to 50s. And then the higher elevations of the Poconos, you get into the lower 50s. So everybody warms up a little bit. And there's kind of a backdoor cold front up here that's keeping the temperatures up here into the low 40s. Now here's Tuesday. The 60s come further north, all the way up into up here towards Tunkhannock and Towanda. You get into the 60s. The Poconos, now you're in the middle 50s. There's some mid 60s out here by Sunbury, Selinsgrove, Wellsboro up here. You get into the upper 50s. You could touch 60. It's going to be pretty close. And then off the lakes here, you can see the colder air up here. Temperatures off the lakes, keeping it in the 40s. Okay, and on Wednesday, we kind of got a cold front that drops down with some clouds, and it keeps temperatures down. Temperatures basically upper 40s to lower 50s across the area. South Jersey, Delaware, you get into the mid 50s, but you can see the 60s have been pushed down this way towards DC, down that way. So if you want, and this one here, I'm going to skip Thursday, Friday. They're kind of, temperatures aren't that warm then. But then as you get into Saturday, here's your blowtorch, mid 60s in a lot of areas. Jersey, Delaware, Pennsylvania, all but the highest elevations stay really close to 60, but everybody else gets into the mid 60s, which is open the windows, let in the air, get out the old winter air, and let some fresh air back in. Then, and also next weekend on Sunday, same thing, temperatures into the 60s, some clouds and some cooler air is beginning to seep in here in the northwestern part of the state. But again, temperatures are pretty nice out there. If I move this ahead, I want to move this out to Wednesday morning. This is morning time. You can see big difference from northeastern Pennsylvania, where it's near in the upper 30s to 40, and North Jersey upper 30s to 40s, to where you go out to Pittsburgh and it's in the 60s. So that backdoor cold front has got its thing. But I wanted to show you this. This is the 19th of Wednesday of the 19th of the month, and there's 70s. Here you go. Nice. Late upper 70s down here towards Baltimore and DC and down that way. Here's Delaware. You're into the 70s, South Jersey 70s. Doesn't show Philadelphia in 70s, but I think they'll be in the 70s. But take a look out here. Right there. You can see that little baby right there. That's going to want to come across the state. I don't want too fast. Now, this is the cold front coming through around the 20th, the 19th and the 20th. And you got temperatures back here in the mid 30s, and you got temperatures on Thursday, the 20th, into the mid to upper 70s down here in Delaware and Jersey. Really a big contrast across the state. And then what you got to look at with precipitation when this is coming through, it's rain, but it's going to come through and then go off the coast. And this is around the 20th. You can see it's come through, And your temperatures, big difference. Now the highs on Thursday, the 20th, are in the 40s and the low 50s, and even down here where there's cloud cover in South Jersey and Delaware on the 20th, they're in the 40s. And we'll just take this out a little bit further. Overnight, this is, let's see, let's get this where I wanted to show you one thing here where it gets really cold. This is Friday morning. Whoops. This is Friday morning. And you can see teens um, from one end up of the state and then 30s elsewhere, but pretty much all of Pennsylvania except for Philly is below freezing, and some really cold temperatures up here towards Bradford and Wellsboro out that way. And then down here in the Laurel Highlands, temperatures in the teens. So it really gets cold. And then we're going to have a transition. And when that transition happens, that's when I kind of expect some, that's where I think you get your one chance at snow. Now, this is the cold front. And this is on the early morning hours on the Friday the 21st as that cold air is there. And as you can see, here's your rain ahead of it, and here's your cold temperatures dropping immediately behind it. And then this is around 8 o'clock in the morning on the 21st, and it's going through, and it's now in Jersey. And now behind it, you got flurries, and this is on the 21st. And then, then it kind of goes, and that's kind of all you're looking at. And then it comes back to rain a little bit. But when that storm comes through, that front comes through, um, there's a chance you get a little bit of snow out of it. Not a lot, but again, I said I don't see any big snows, but there's a chance of snow pretty much everywhere. Nothing big, but a chance when that cold air comes flying in. Early in the period, this is around the 15th, 16th, 17th, you can see we're a few degrees above normal here on average when you do the night and day temperatures together. That's on average. But then we move this out a little bit further to the next days, which would be this is towards the 18th, to the 25th. You can see cold temperatures are starting to return. We're normal to just a little bit below normal, but as we move this out a little bit further, let's get this. Let's see if we can move this where I want it to go to. Yeah, this is towards the end of the month. This is around the 29th and 30th. You're a degree or so below normal. Nothing drastic, but temperatures are below normal. And this takes you into the first week of April. Temperatures a degree or two below normal for most of the area. Then we move this out a little bit further. This takes us to the week of 3rd through the 10th of April. Again, temperatures 2 degrees or so below normal. So we're not going to get into that spring weather. So enjoy that spring weather next week because it'll be all you got. This is the 7th through the 14th. Temperatures are averaging a degree and a half to 2 below normal. And as we get towards the middle of the month, this takes you from the 13th to the 20th of April, and again, still below normal. So we're going to go through a period where, from the end of the towards the end of the month, when that cold air comes in, where temperatures are basically below normal. Now we may have a day in the middle somewhere where it warms up a little bit for a day, but ultimately those will be your average temperatures, and they'll all be a degree or two below normal for this time of year. Now, understand if normal 60, a degree or two below is 58 or 57. There could be a day or two in there where it's very cold, where we could be 10 below normal. I've been seeing some things like that, but overall, just the whole message here is we're going to be below normal. So the temperatures are going to control that. If you guys are plowing, I really think that one storm or that front, when it comes through, when it kicks those 60s and 70s out and brings the cold air in, I think the transitional time at that point in time is when there could be some snow. And that's about it. Okay, everybody take care for the Saturday. Remember, turn your clocks ahead tonight 1 hour. All right, that's it. Bye.